Grand National Championships.
Perfect pitch.
Hello, 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 hello. You're listening to Grand National Championships on the internet. My name is Alistair. With me, we have Corin Atchison.
Hello.
Jared McLeod.
Hi.
And Jotham Fady. And a chandelier behind him. Or is it in front of him? It's an illusion.
Oh, God.
So
Forced perspective.
I feel like maybe a magic trick is going to happen at some point during the show. Ooh, what if a ghostly image appeared?
It is spooky season.
We could do a haunted show tonight. That would be a lot of fun. If you have anything,
Say Bloody Mary, like a bunch.
oh, we
Candyman.
could all summon Candyman.
I wonder who he would go to first. It's a competition.
Who's got the most candy corn?
So you're
That's the criteria that Candyman uses to select his food.
That's not. That's not how he got his name.
did Corin
Do
just
you know what this stuff does to you?
did Corin just suggest that maybe like two kids who are claiming that a pet is theirs, we call Candyman and see which one of us he comes to and treats like his real owner?
See who he likes the best.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's going to work. Anyway, if anyone has anything they'd like to impart to us, potentially about Candyman companionship scenarios, you can give a call, 727-379-4335. You can email us, us@thegncshow.com. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and most other social media at The GNC Show. You can visit thegncshow.com for many other pieces of show-related information. I think that's about it. I do want to hear what Corin has been up to this past week since we've... Oh, by the way, we do have a special guest coming up. After this little intro segment, we will have a guest joining us for most of the show. Go ahead, Corin. I won't cut you off again, I swear.
Great. I'm glad I have so much build up. I wrote down, this has been a really slow week in my life, I think. I've been working as much as I usually do, I suppose, which is a lot. And I've not done much. But I wrote down a bunch of, this is how slow my week was, that I, wrote down things that Facebook was advertising to me in my algorithm, because I thought that would be a funny thing to talk about. And then I left that whole list at work because I was frazzled.
Sweet. Wait, so you made it on paper?
Yes.
Are you some kind of 19th century attorney?
I wrote it on a legal pad in my legal office instead of doing legal work.
I etched it in some bone sitting around my hut. What? That's caveman talk. You should have that list in 19 different places.
You should have called.
I know.
You should have called your landline and left a message in your answering machine with the list of things.
Yeah. Do this before you go to Blockbuster Video. Like in the 19th century.
Unfurl your scroll for them to prove your membership.
Do you have a seal from the king for your card? 2 nights.
For your newest releases.
3 days.
Yeah, so my love of pen and paper bit me in the ass this week.
Do you remember any of them? Even a single example of these ads that, as you say,
Certainly.
got into your algorithm?
Yeah, certainly. I got an ad. This is what sparked it. Was I got an ad for how do I describe this? Men's butt lifting underwear.
So it's just like cutting away to give you a round shape
What
back
did you
there.
search? There's something in your history.
Yeah.
I'm instantly suspicious.
There's a lot in my history.
How to fix flat ass. I would imagine that could be in the terms, right?
Brazilian butt lift.
Are you looking up a different example of it? Or is that just a thing?
Oh no, that's a thing.
What type of thing is that?
Yeah.
Oh, is that?
I
Oh,
mean,
is
I
that,
don't know what it is. It's just I think it's butt implants. is
yeah,
what I
that's
think
like
of.
like an augmentation of the posterior.
Oh.
Yes.
Who's the lawyer now? Augmentation of the posterior.
Forthwith.
Your Honor.
So, but this can be.
So I don't know what in my algorithm spawned butt lifting underwear because I'm already thick, so it's all right.
I feel like mine might be going there next. For the last week straight, every ad has been men's workout shorts. So I think I'm slowly slipping that way.
I got a lot of ads for like Chubbies.
Yeah, they're in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Show off them gams.
yeah, and like protein, like ladder protein is one that always comes up in mine. Like
Been getting cricket protein too.
I get a lot
What?
for audio plugins and for just music gear that I've browsed, like on reverb.com. Like they'll show me the same guitar for like 6 weeks straight.
Yeah,
you
Reverb
want it
shows
yet?
me some weird shit. Reverb has like a bunch of pedals that are like an
Homebrews.
NES controller and like, yeah, all manner of weird things. Excuse me, my dog is very grumpy.
Gotta
She's back there growling. Can you see her?
I also got a lot
see
of
her.
aliens and xenomorph themed T-shirts and all kinds of paraphernalia from the aliens
Fun.
movies.
Can you think of
Oh,
any?
like Bong Ripper? some paraphernalia?
Exactly like that. I got an ad for a coffee cup that looks like that white like with the like porcelain with the intricate like blue designs on it, but you
Like
know what I'm
Dutch?
talking about?
Fine
Yeah,
china.
like that, but all the intricate designs are just xenomorphs, all kind of symmetrical, and you kind of have to look at it closely to see it. It's like they know
What's
what I like
xenomorph?
The aliens from Alien.
from the movie Alien and Aliens.
Oh, that's the alien from Aliens.
Man, I always forget that Jotham was cool until we start doing this show,
know.
and then it's like he doesn't know like
do
the
you
verbiage.
think he would
like
have-
we speak a
I didn't
different
know the
language.
verbiage.
Do you think he would have beat up nerds like us
Yeah,
in
Totally.
high school?
he would have done a sick kickflip in my face.
I can't kickflip.
Riding his skateboard while he's smoking a cigarette.
Hell yeah,
Smoking 2 cigarettes.
Yeah,
with each hand.
one for each.
Got one for later.
Yeah, so that was those are my algorithms. That's what's in there. I'm sure there was plenty of other stuff. I also get a lot of like hardware advertised to me, which I don't understand. So
When you say hardware, do you mean like tools?
yeah, like what's the tool store?
Table
All the-
saws. Oh, Ace.
Ace.
The
That's
helpful
one.
hardware store.
Home Depot. Lowe's.
Yeah,
Sponsored
Tho-
by.
they send me all kinds of advertisements, even though I
Sponsored
never
by.
go to those places. So I don't know. They think I have a flat ass and I need to do some work on my house.
Man, they're really dogging you like backhandedly or
Is
I
it
know.
true?
aggressively. So that's pretty much
The
what you've
ass,
been up
no, but the house could use a touch up.
to. Jared, to what have you been up?
A couple things. I went and played pickleball with Jotham and friends.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Yes. I was not prepared for how intense of a workout that was going to be, but I do want to return to it. And
Side to
I will
side.
back Jotham up on this. It does appear to be about the quarter of a size of a tennis court.
Again, I don't know why it's
At
still
first
controversial.
glance.
We've all agreed.
I read that somewhere.
You didn't.
Find it.
That's about what it is. But it's it's crazy intense, and I'm gonna invest in some equipment and rejoin them, hopefully.
Are people always
Yes.
playing doubles on the pickleball court?
There was a mix.
Yeah.
Doubles and singles.
Mixed
yeah.
doubles. I gotcha.
Jared, did you scope any like good stats? You know, what do you think? What do people like keep track of?
Oh,
Points
man, I
mainly.
couldn't tell you because my body was in crisis mode, like trying to keep up with this dude that I was playing.
Oh,
with.
like John Mayer said.
I just know that when I guess it's much like tennis because you have to, you alternate sides, I guess, for the serve, and there's certain rules, like you have to hit it in a certain box first, you have to let it bounce. I don't know. But then again, I don't really know the rules for tennis.
Pretty sure I told you guys all about this.
I know, but I want to hear it from somebody who knows.
Yeah,
I need
good.
an expert.
It was a good time. I lost a shoe at one point. The dude tricked
What
me
the
out,
fuck?
and I left my shoe flew off.
Wait
It
a
was so
second. Are you
embarrassing.
saying someone crossed you over
Yeah.
so hard,
Ankles destroyed.
broke your ankles, and got you out of your shoe?
Yeah,
That's embarrassing.
for real.
Did people laugh and point and stuff?
Oh man.
Unbelievable.
That would be the last time I ever play pickleball. I can never show my face here again. Goodbye.
That's amazing. There's a lot of side to side action, I would imagine, even
Oh, man.
on a quarter scale of the tennis court there. But
Yeah, a
that's
lot
a
of side
thing.
action betting going on.
Jared,
too.
this is a serious question. Were you wearing a tennis shoe?
I was not.
Tennis
I
shoes
was
are
wearing
tennis
a-
shoes are
I was-
wider. They take
I was
into
wearing
account
a-
side to side action.
Yeah, I don't have a tennis shoe.
Got to pick some up.
I work with what I had, but maybe I'll invest. No, yeah.
No.
Would you wear running shoes?
No, I just wore my like Adidas casual like sneakers.
Oh, that's
I was
not
wearing
good.
slides.
No
Next
good.
time I'll wear running shoes next time.
Penny loafers.
He tricked me right out of my slides.
Also, I did something very gross, but also miraculous.
Cool.
I treated myself to a foot peel, a self-applicated foot peel.
You didn't make someone else do this. I'm glad.
No.
Home foot
No,
wheel.
yeah, it was gross. Like, I got to the point where it's like walking across my carpet. It's kind of like Velcro, like the calluses built up from running and stuff. So I was like, maybe I should do something about this. So I got this kit, and it's like these bags of acid that you put around your ankles and leave it there for like 90 minutes.
Did it come from Acme?
Yeah. It's acid and other stuff. Whatever. So you leave it on for 90 minutes, you go wash it off, and then over the course of the next several days, you ever seen like those in Publix, like the Parmesan cheese, not the
Damn it.
grated
flakes.
one, but like the tub with the
Parmigiano.
pieces? Yeah. So like over like several ounces of that kind of material like came off. Like my feet are immaculate looking. They're soft and pink.
Like baby's feet.
Oh, like hideous pink butterflies emerge from their crusty chrysalis. Like
This is
feels
evocative.
amazing. I highly recommend it.
So I have a question. What do you do for an hour and a half while your feet are in acid?
Acid
I watch Doom
bags.
Patrol.
Okay. But you're
You
just
just put-
stuck.
Yeah, you're stuck. Like you gotta have to like dedicate the time to it. You gotta dedicate if you want the results, Gordon. You gotta put the
Yeah,
time
you
in.
got to put the time in. I get it.
I like to cut corners, as you can see. That's why my feet are so regular.
Oh man,
Crusty
But,
crystalline.
It's incredible. I should have done it like years ago. So if you got
Yeah, I've
crusty
always
ass feet,
wanted.
do it.
I always wanted to do the
Fish.
the fish pedicure.
Didn't
Oh,
is that
yeah.
unkind to the fish though? Do a lot of fish die because of that?
Is it unkind to the fish?
They're
Yeah.
into it, man.
I'm totally on board.
They're fucking gross. They're nasty, dude.
I believe that about as much as I believe Jotham when he tells me the precise rules to pickleball. I don't trust
What do you
your
wanna know?
your assessment of the fish's true desires.
Yeah, fish desires. Nasty ass fish desires.
They're not nasty. You made them that way.
Foot leavings.
Foot havings.
They might not even know what they're doing down there, which is an even more gruesome thought. But I mean, that's been outlawed, hasn't it? Can't you only do
Has
that
it?
in like bootleg like speakeasies?
Speakeasy.
Yeah,
feetsies.
you have to go into like
Fish speakeasy.
special fish
Black
salons.
market for foot skin eating fish.
Yeah, you go into a corner and some
Black market
guy's
for
like,
everything.
"I don't have any idea what you're talking
You
about."
have to give them the password changes every day. Like,
Yeah, some guy played by Stellan Skarsgård. He's like, "Oh, you do know what it is." Like he's got like a password and then he lets you into the door through the alley.
Yeah.
Trench coat filled with fish.
Fish.
Oh, these will
Just
eat your
plastic
feet.
bags full of fish.
This one will eat your feet.
But let's look into whether you can still get a foot. A fish pedicure, because I for some reason I think that's a thing that's now in the past. I don't know if it can be done anymore. There's some FDA thing about it. Did I dream this whole thing up? Because it was very exciting when it came around, when it first came to public consciousness, that there was this thing you could do with the fish. And
Yeah, everyone was a buzz about the nasty fish.
Yeah. Corin is really projecting a lot onto these fish. These sick perv
Dirty
idiot
fucking fish.
Okay. Jared, I know that's not the only thing going on with you, because you contacted me today. Can I tell on the podcast what you contacted me about today?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have, Jared texted me and said, do you have a little camera maybe that could be used to be like mounted onto a gun during paintball? So he's talking about like doing like a multicam. He's talking about like aiming one at his face, putting one on the gun, gonna have them mounted all over the arena for paintball.
Not an actual.
I made sure I said for paintball so this doesn't get flagged by the CIA. Would they handle that? FBI, maybe Secret Service.
Oh, there's a knock at my door.
Maybe just local law enforcement, but I don't think they've outlawed paintball quite yet. So yeah, you should start doing a paintball channel. I'd love to see Jared's paintball channel, but it has to be all paintball stuff. You can't mix it up and like do like, no, I'm upgrading my PC. Like it has to be all on track with just the paintball first person stuff.
Is that your impression of me?
Hey everybody. I can't find the video card I'm looking for, so I got a different one.
Who asked us to play Among Us?
Yeah. Tell us to play Among Us.
I guess.
Call us sus.
Just cut to you in all your uniform. I'm playing paintball now, and then it's like dumb. You say, I don't know why I had you saying dumb as you ran. Dumb. But anyway, that's you. But yeah,
Jared has a waddle now.
I do have a I do have like an old GoPro. I bought like a GoPro that was like many generations old, so I could get one cheap, and it has so many, oh gosh, it has like a whole bag full of like things that you can strap onto your head and your chest.
Oh, wow.
So, and clamps and stuff. So we'll definitely get you set up with something that can clamp onto that gun, but I only have the one little camera. We're going to need to crowdsource this. Get you a whole setup.
Yeah, or at least a body cam.
Get you that pie cam from Darren Aronofsky.
Pie cam?
Yeah, like the forced point of view thing where it's all like
PI.
So it's always like on your
Steady
face.
shot cam thingy.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay.
Anything else, Jared?
That's about it.
Holding back the
Great.
good stuff for his other podcast. Jotham, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. You know, I all day I dream about pickleball.
Adidas.
So
Adidas.
that's what I've been doing.
It's still like pickleball is just number one on the docket.
I played tonight. I played last night.
It was super fun.
Straight
Like-
pickleballer.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's great baller. You act like you don't have to tell us why you're in a different place right now.
Oh, I'm house sitting at my girlfriend's mom's house.
Is it
She's
fancy?
Out of town for a wedding. Yeah, it's a nice house.
Yeah, you can't act like it's not fancy. We see that chandelier.
Fucking gilded mirrors behind you, dog.
Swearing at it for no reason.
I needed to accentuate that.
It is
Nice
fucking
mirrors.
gilded.
Yeah, so how's the house sitting going?
It's great. Went to the pool earlier. Gonna do it again tomorrow.
Now, you say you went to the pool. Is this like in a community, or does she have her own
No,
pool
I went
just
out,
like
no, in the backyard.
in the back? Oh.
You just push a button and the
Yeah.
living room floor opens up.
You think?
It's next to my pre-workout bat cave.
Is there any doubt with the gold frame mirror and the chandelier that this place had a pool? Or
It's Florida. There's a lot of old folks communities. Not to say
Jesus
that
Lord.
she's an old folks.
Big time
Wait till she
slam.
hears this.
Yeah. when she tunes in.
Wow.
Yeah, she's a fan of the show.
She checks it out every Saturday when it's published.
She can't wait.
She was an early adopter.
Single Patreon subscriber.
Yeah.
Patreon. Is it
It's
Patreon?
the thing from Harry Potter, the little...
Not Leviosa. Leviosa. The other way around.
Right. So what are you guys doing while you house sit? Are you like acting like Lord of the Manor? Do you walk around in like a
Robe.
monogram robe?
No, but I should get one. Do you think I can get one by tomorrow?
JF.
Yeah, I need to maximize the rest of this weekend before I'm gone.
Maybe you could get one secondhand from a celebrity who's had a downturn. Are there any celebrities with JF as their initials? Jefferson.
Well, this is the area you
Francis.
want to go.
John
You want to go to
Frusciante.
the thrift stores.
Oh, but he's kind of he just
lesson.
joined the RHCP again, so he's probably on an upswing and doesn't need to be selling his memorabilia.
John
But he's got to
Fogerty.
get heroin. Oh.
John Fogerty.
Right. River Phoenix.
Sorry,
Follow the money.
I didn't mean to cut you off by trying to come up with similar celebrity initials. I don't know what my celebrity initials would be either.
Maybe
AS.
like a-
Alexander Skarsgård. Oh, again with the
Oh, yeah.
Skarsgårds. Oh, by the way, have you seen that new sitcom Again with the Skarsgårds?
It's everyone just being exacerbated? Exasperated.
Everyone is being exacerbated. Hey, you know what I found out like yesterday or maybe today because I was looking at a Skarsgård wiki is that Stellan Skarsgård has like 8 children.
Yeah.
Yeah. A whole mess of
Cool.
Skarsgårds. Again with the Skarsgårds. That's yeah.
Yes, I've seen it. Chapter 2.
Again with the Skarsgårds.
God.
We're lousy with Skarsgårds.
All of these are good titles for the sitcom. It's just a working title at this point.
Yeah.
Are any Skarsgårds actually in Again with the Skarsgårds, or they're only just mentioned?
Yeah, people sick of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was picturing. Okay, we'll let that. Hold on a second. We don't have time for every one of these. I feel like people would feel really ripped off if the Skarsgårds weren't in it. 8 is enough style. Like all the Skarsgårds children's, just everyone's going around with their Swedish accents. Where are they from?
Or there's just one doing a Nutty Professor thing.
Oh, really? Like one Skarsgård
like Eddie
is
Murphy playing
fat.
all the characters.
There's a couple of fat Skarsgårds. There's like some real like nerds.
Oh yeah.
So let's get back to Jotham's drink.
My drink?
Yeah, what's your drink?
Oh, this is black cherry coffee. Aha.
Oh, I thought it was something cool. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to derail everything with that.
Wait, so what did you think it was?
It looked like some brown goo.
No, it's clear.
Okay.
It's seltzer water.
Shit, I really fucked this up. Guys, I'm really sorry.
Are you
It's not
talking
going
about
back now.
the way you drew attention to that thing that completely ground the show to a halt?
Yeah.
Nah, man, you're good.
Thanks, Alistair. You have a really nice way of smoothing things over.
So would you say that's been your week?
Yeah, that's let's see. One other thing is I was shopping for a beard trimmer this week online, and so I went down this rabbit hole, and there's just so many different models, and they're all numbers and very close to each other. But one thing that I thought was funny is a lot of people buying these beard trimmers are buying it to trim other areas, and they had funny ways of asking how these products worked on the other areas, the sensitive areas, the Franken beans. Things like that.
That
I
skipped a
found
few
really funny.
steps right there. It jumped kind of from like a colloquialism to
Sure.
Wait, no, it jumped from like kind of just like a vague generality into a kind of specific.
Well, it got more explicit too, but I'm not going to say anything else.
They talked about D's and B's and V's and P's.
Someone asked for N videos.
For what?
What?
Someone asked for what?
And did I say this? Nut videos?
You can say nut, I think.
Well,
Is that
wait a
okay?
second.
Check with the FCC.
Every one of those words that you said individually was fine. So don't take it on that basis.
Okay.
But
Anyways.
no one's happy.
Wait,
about
The guy didn't post any.
Well, like on Amazon.
No, this is on YouTube.
Okay.
Although he was an Amazon influencer.
There are Amazon
Nut videos, I can
influencers.
see.
Yeah.
Lord.
This guy he gets paid to shave his beard. They just send him all these shavers. This guy always has a beard and he's just always shaving it off. What a great life.
Wait, how does he always have a beard if he's always shaving
Well,
it
I
off?
mean, he's got to shave his beard for every new product he's demonstrating.
So he can only do one like once a week, maybe once.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
once every 10 days. I wonder how fast.
So he works for about an hour a week, and well, I'm sure he works more than
Maybe
that.
he reviews other things.
Man, you're
Yeah,
really
for what?
denigrating the lifestyle of what's his name?
Maybe he puts in 60-hour weeks. I don't know.
Nut Video Man.
Groom reviews. Yeah, check it out.
Room reviews.
Okay,
Yeah.
everybody. I
I'll
guess
put
that's
on
our.
these rabbit holes. I was buying a wallet one time. I watched wallet videos for 2 hours straight. But I love my wallet, and every time I pull it out, I'm like, "This is a nice wallet."
I remember. I think I remember when you got that wallet. You were like, "I'm going to treat myself
it's
to
right
something
here.
that's going to last."
Look, got a nice little minimal wallet. Super tiny. Got like 6 cards in it. Beautiful.
I'd ruin that. I'd put too much
Yeah.
stuff into it. It would get all fat.
No, you can't.
Stretch.
You can't put any more than I have in it now, or else it defeats the purpose of a minimal wallet.
I get what the purpose is. I'm saying I would violate that
need me to
purpose.
explain this?
I'm not good with wallets. I have like a dumb person's wallet. If you looked at my wallet, you'd be like, "This is a stupid
I
idiot."
don't even want to.
Yeah. I don't have it with me.
It's like the George Costanza.
As soon as I've heard Costanza in reference to my wallet before, and the way you said, "I don't want to see it," it immediately made me look for it to pull it out and show it. It's like you
Show me. Let me see.
like you really tricked me with like some reverse psychology. I don't want to see your wallet. It's like, no, check it out, I guess.
Please.
All right,
Tell me
guys,
I'm
we
cool.
are we're going to be joined now by Catherine Kelly Larson, who is here to commemorate the release of their Dogjoy project. You may know Catherine from Pleasures. She was on a ton of episodes of the radio show back in the day, Sons of Hippies. What the heck was what was the band in between? I'm forgetting the goddamn name. We'll
Ask
figure
her.
this all out. I'm not gonna. Hey, what band you in? Anyway, Dogjoy's new album is called Sober Nights, and it's out now-ish. I believe today is the release date, if not in the next couple days. You know, this is coming out on Saturday the 17th. So anyway, let's get Catherine, aka Dogjoy, in here. Hello.
What up?
How do you do? There is Catherine
Hi.
Kelly Larson
Whoa,
of
it's loud.
Dogjoy. I'm
Hold on
sorry.
a second.
I probably. Oh no. Oh no, we broke Catherine right from the beginning.
We're so sorry.
No, I don't know. I don't think I'm really the best at this either. So.
Oh, we're throwing the track
We're all
down in
pros.
front of this train. It's not going well.
Well, good.
Well, Catherine, it's a pleasure to see you again. I don't know if you know everybody here by name. I'm Alistair. Jotham
Hi.
is here. Say hello, Jotham.
I remember you guys,
Hello.
definitely.
There's Jared is here,
Hello.
and
Up, guys.
Corin is here as well.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure to have you, and I'm excited that this album of yours is coming out.
Me too.
How long has this been percolating? Is this specifically a result of the world situation in 2020? Kind of.
No,
it's been longer
honestly,
than
it happened at the very end. Well, not that it's over, but it happened at the very end of like when no one left their house for like 4 months. And it happened really fast. And I just like had been thinking about it and didn't really like, I don't know. It was sitting for a while and I was intimidated by starting it. And then when I started it with Jasmine, it just kind of like happened in like 3 weeks.
So were there any leftover ideas from earlier times, or was this the whole album just kind of written as a singular piece?
The first three singles that I released were riffs that I had originally presented to Pleasures and never went anywhere, and there was never interest in them. So those were like just ideas, and then the remaining. There's one song that you haven't heard that appears on the tape. The remaining, I guess, 7 all came at the same time.
Yeah. And what's the as far as instrumentation goes, how did that come together? In what ways does it differ from the way that you kind of envision like a Pleasure song coming together?
It was so different. It was like the first time that I had written my own music for maybe over 10 years. And I guess I had just gotten used to the way we do it in Pleasures, and the songs that we write in that song take a long time. Just because there's 4 of us, and I don't know, it just takes a while to get them going and get them like the idea started or finished, or I don't know. And then so I kind of assumed it would be that way with this, but honestly, like all of the songs started. All of these songs are written with instruments that you can just plug into a computer, or like, what's the word? Like MIDI into a computer, or just like
direct.
Yeah, you can just kind of go direct.
Not necessarily like blaring amps and full on drum kits and stuff like that.
Yeah, it just made it so easy from like a moment of thinking it to like actually seeing it. And then, we wrote it in Ableton. So you actually see it happen as well as listen to it happen. And that was something that was brand new to me, because I don't know, Jasmine let me use all her synthesizers, and she wrote all the beats, and she helped me write a lot of the tonal textural stuff for all the songs on all her synths and stuff. So at the same time that we could hear it instantly and get a vibe for it, and then like even lay something down and change that within the computer. Like, I know that sounds dumb because it's my first time like writing that way, but it was so fun and so easy. Like, just, yeah, easy and fun. I don't know, less labor intensive in my mind than for Pleasures.
And it sounds really good. I've listened to a few of the tracks, and it's like, I don't know, there's a lot of layers, there's a lot of warmth in it, and it sounds like really expansive. Like it has a really big sound to it. It's really nice.
That has a lot to do with Jasmine. I mean, she produced the whole thing, and I don't know how someone can do that, but she did it. So yeah.
She did a great job.
Thanks, guys.
And did you look at it as something that was going to be recreated live?
No.
You look at it specifically as just layered. Doesn't matter if.
Yeah, it didn't matter. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with this band or project or whatever. So the point was just to get out of the box and do something new. And I got to kind of like let loose all of the pop music that lives inside me for the first time in a long time. So that felt nice. So just doing it was its own reward. I don't know how it would be produced live. We talk about it, but if we ever get there, we'll see.
I think
it was just mainly you and Jasmine together.
It was just the 2 of us. Yeah.
Everyone has
That's
a certain
awesome,
number
like
of
experience to have, an intimate experience.
Yeah. We had when we first met about 5 years ago, we had started a band called Temp Death, which was kind of this idea. And we sort of just, I don't know, got in our own projects and bands and stuff. And then I needed something else. I needed somewhere to put the stuff that doesn't work in Pleasures, because there's like most of my sensibilities honestly they don't really work with that band, or don't anymore. It's changed a lot. And so all of a sudden it just became very clear to me that I needed something else. And it was exactly the right thing that happened.
Is there anything that you've been listening to that you feel is kind of tied into your inspirations for this album? Just like, over the last year or so, like has changed for you, that something new that's come into your into your taste?
Nothing specifically, but when you asked me to send that playlist, I realized that like I don't really listen to like much organic like guitar music anymore. I just kind of, I don't know. I told Jasmine that like I ate bananas for 35 years, and so like I wanted something else. So started like loving synthesizer music, and wanted to just move my body a little bit more and just kind of have fun. So yeah, I just listen to a lot of Black Moth and Tobacco. I don't know. That's kind of like
that's good for this show.
There's just like my idol.
There's nobody on this show who doesn't love tobacco. Yeah.
Yeah. You're in good company here.
Absolutely.
Awesome. But I mean, over the last year and a half, 2 years, Jasmine's bought every amazing synthesizer that she could afford and built up this studio. And I don't know, she had started putting it to use in Fake Nudes. I don't know, Alistair, are you familiar with Fake Nudes?
Oh yeah, we've played them on the show already. We're big
cool.
fans.
So yeah, so then she had all this gear, and I was just like, let's use it. I don't know.
It's truly a golden age of affordable synthesis, analog synthesis, digital synthesizers, plugins, all that. Like there's truly a great wealth of them, almost to the point where you can be paralyzed by choice, just because there's so much variety of tone that an album can just be absolutely any shape and any texture that you want it to be. Like deciding on those things can almost be crippling sometimes.
Yeah. Don't overthink shit. What is that acronym?
Don't overthink shit. Dots?
Dots. Yeah, dots.
Dots.
There's some producer guy that Jasmine watches all the time, and that's his thing. He like has a rapper in and makes a beat on the spot, and then they go into the vocal booth, and then they like, the point is to make this little jam every single time, and it always ends up amazing because he's just like working on the fly, and that's kind of how it was with us. And I don't know, I hope I can always kind of stay in that mindset, because we didn't overthink it, and it just like felt fun. And but no, you're right, there's just like a sea of like possibilities, especially with synthesizers, like you said.
I love that there's a series called Against the Clock. Is it like Fact Magazine or something, where producers will come in and they just have 10 minutes to make something, some kind of beat. And it really, shows how people use different techniques and what kind of a person's instinctual way of like starting a piece of electronic music is. Do you start with a beat? Do you start with like finding a texture, like taking a sample and crunching it up and finding the rhythm of it and all these different things? I think that's really cool way to, think.
Yeah,
like
that's
those exercises help you stay in the moment.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What were you saying?
Sorry, I just said those exercises like help with what you said, like, staying in the moment and like, producing spontaneously.
Yeah, there's like I feel like that's something that's kind of like newish happening. Maybe it's new to me, but I'm seeing a lot of that too. Love that.
Well, besides this album, the production thereof, what have you been up to as a real life person?
The restaurant I was working at never reopened.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So, which was a bummer because I really liked it.
What was it? What restaurant?
It was Ichikoro ramen restaurant.
Oh.
Downtown. Do you guys all live in St. Pete?
I like that one.
I'm in St. Pete.
No, but I've been there.
Jotham and Jared are in Tampa, and Corin is in Seattle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, rad. Love that.
But I grew up in St. Pete. I was there for the first 30 years of my life, and I visit often to see everyone.
How did you get involved with each other?
Oh boy. I can cover myself and Alistair and Jared. I was friends with people who were in another band called 28 Gates, and they introduced me to Alistair and Jared. And we used to get high and play Halo when we were very young. And I think Alistair and I then I got into Alistair's band, and we started like hanging out a lot more after that.
But then you moved to Seattle, and he was like, I'm doing a virtual podcast. Will you be on it?
yeah, come back to me.
Well, at a certain
Okay,
point,
yeah. The
At a
time is
certain
right.
point in the past, Corin was one of the co-hosts on the radio show. At some point, each of these three have been were part of the radio show too. So when the radio station got shut down for lockdown, and I left because it was just starting to be like too much to go over there.
Gotcha.
So then I just called everybody. I was like, hey, let's do it online. We're on the internet now.
Cool.
Cute. So
the restaurant never opened. I got another job. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. There's a lot of that going around when people ask me what's going on. There are large aspects of my life that I don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
Well, we had been going around the circle just saying what had been going on with us lately. I just wanted to mention one incident. This past week, our little one here, Clara, my partner in all things, Mandy Miner's daughter, Clara, she had some birthday money left over. So she had been like, really like getting on us about like, let's go online and buy some Littlest Pet Shop toys. Like I love those things. I can't get enough of those things. Come on, let me get that LPS. So we went and ordered some, and like every day she's got, the type of personality where she gets like real, like hyper focused on things and like can't think about anything else. So like every day she's like, are the LPS showing up? Are they showing up? And we had the tracking from the postal service. So we were like ready, like it's going to be here Tuesday. Everything's going to be cool. Don't worry. So we're sitting there and just like, the hours tick by. We're not just staring out the front window. We're going about our lives, but like aggressively, the postal service is not arriving. And Clara's just getting super dejected. It gets to bedtime and it's like, Clara, you're going to bed without these toys. Like, that's the deal. So then all of a sudden it turns into like, we're a bunch of assholes. So I went in, Clara's going to bed. I take a shower. I come out. The house is in an uproar. The LPS has arrived. The mail lady showed up at like 10 o'clock at night. Like she was out front at the time. I went out to go pick up the packages, and she said, sorry, it's my first day on the route. And we're like, no big deal. Like she was having a real rough time. She didn't know what was going on, but it's the first time I've ever had mail delivered in pitch darkness.
Wow.
That person was,
I get mine like 8 PM every day.
Oh, really? I'm always a daytime receiver, but I would say if I were in her situation, by the time it's 9:30 on my first day on the route, I'm just throwing that bag in a dumpster and leaving town.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
going
to get it tomorrow.
to Mexico. Yeah. I'm going to start a new life. But I found that to be pretty exciting. Midnight mail deliveries.
That's cool. What was in the package?
Oh, it was like 6 or 7 or 8 little figures. Like one was a seal, one was a lion. Got some dogs and cats in there. There was a frog that was pretty cool. But yeah, she just can't get enough of these little things.
That's cute.
Things are super cute around here. It's like, it's tough. Every corner you turn, some cute's really hitting you.
You need more cute in your life.
Oh, I don't know. I might be maxing out. Do you, Catherine, would you like to take part in a round of trivia with us?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't we just take a quick break during which we're going to hear a Dogjoy track, the opening track from the album, correct, Valentine?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're going to do that right now.
Okay.
Be my Valentine for the rest of your life. Kiss me between the eyes. You'll see how far we go. We'll never go home. Faster into the night. First need love. My heart is a mess. It's a problem, I guess, 'cause I'm trying to get to the other side. Be my Valentine for the rest of your life. Kiss me between the eyes. You'll see how far we go. We'll never go home. Be my Valentine for the rest of your life. Kiss me between the eyes. You'll see how far we go. We'll never go home. Faster into the night.
Hello, 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 hello. You're listening to Grand National Championships on the internet. We are joined tonight by Catherine Kelly Larson of Dogjoy, of Pleasures, etc. We are back, and we're going to get into a little bit of...
Oh boy. It's time for every human's favorite question and answer fun game. I already knew that a long time ago. With your host, Alistair St. Hill.
That's right. It's time for another edition of Guess the Thing I'm Thinking Specifically. It's this specific edition is going to be themed on 90s and 2000s music. Very, I would say for the most part, these are all high profile songs and artists. For the most part, I'm going to be looking for songs. I might describe a song and you tell me the artist. These are things that were definitely in the public eye. We're going to see if we have that cultural memory to harken back to the 90s and 2000s and the impact they had on us. So let's get started.
Do we have to write anything down?
Don't have to write anything down for this quiz. I'm just going to be looking for people to chime in by saying their name, their first name. And like I said, maybe I should also preface this by saying I don't think this is a very good quiz.
All right.
I loved last week.
Jotham, big winner last week. What was it about again?
Red Hot Chili Peppers. No, Jared won.
No, Jared won.
Oh, that's
Jared's
right.
a big winner.
That's right. Jared won. There was a Red Hot Chili Pepper quiz. All right, this is
He cleaned up.
We've broadened our
we didn't
scopes.
stand a chance.
Yeah.
Slightly.
I feel like that entire quiz was a slight against me.
It was a way of
It was an attack.
Dude, you knocked it out of the park.
calm down, guys. All right, let's
No.
get started here. We don't want to disrupt the sanctity of the quiz. TV on the radio sang this song about a fellow canine. TV on the radio song about a fellow canine. Anyone ever heard of the band TV on the Radio?
Something Bloodthirsty Babes.
That's the name of an album. And
Cookie Mountain.
you have not
Return to Cookie Mountain. Is it something like me? Dog like me?
Yeah, it is.
No, something else.
I'll give you partial.
Wolf Like
I'll
Me.
give you partial
Wolf
credit.
Like
That was
Me.
"Wolf Like Me" by TV on the Radio. That's what I'm
You
talking
guys can
about.
split that point, I think.
Really?
Yeah, they work together.
Okay.
That's teamwork.
I'm gonna
Good job.
We support that
Put-
here.
Thanks, guys.
half a mark each. All right. I forgot to write out the scoreboard. Question 2. This song was partly inspired by Andre Benjamin's relationship with Erykah Badu. Andre Benjamin of Outkast. Outkast song.
Corin?
Corin, go.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Miss Jackson by Outkast. That's correct.
Oh, Miss Jackson.
You get a full point. Full length point. Question
you.
3.
That's generous.
I am a generous God.
Wait, so let me. Can
Go
I
ahead.
clarify where we raise our hands?
No, you just say your first name.
Oh,
Just like, or if you could just say "Ke," if you want the one syllable shortcut.
Yeah.
All right.
okay.
Question 3. For what traffic infraction could the wallflowers be pulled over?
Catherine,
Catherine, go.
one headlight.
That's right. Driving it home with one headlight is completely against the law unless they were on a motorcycle. Did anyone ever think about that? So, come away from this show with maybe a deeper understanding of the world.
He's
Question
not that
5.
cool, though. He wouldn't have a motorcycle.
No.
The video to this
True.
song featured Rachel Hunter as the titular parent.
Who's that?
The video to this song by Fountains of Wayne featured Rachel Hunter.
Corin.
Corin, go.
I don't know if this is the right title. Stacy's mom?
That's correct. Stacy's mom.
Sick.
Yeah, that's right. Stacy's mom
I'm
by
a big
Fountains, of Wayne.
guy.
You found a Wayne head.
That's who? I thought that was Kim Basinger.
In my head, it was Christy Brinkley. I looked it up. It's Rachel Hunter.
Huh.
These people.
Poor Jotham.
They're supermodels from when you were 8 to 9 years old, Jotham.
Yeah.
Right now, I have the Lit video playing in my head that had, I think, Pamela Anderson in it.
Now, I want you to be
Classic.
careful about what songs you name because you could interfere with the rest of this quiz, Jotham.
Oh, all right.
Oh, Lit's
I call
coming
the
up.
Lit question.
Question 6. 311 has diagnosed your energy with being what color?
Catherine,
Jotham.
Catherine, go.
Amber.
That's correct. Amber is the color of your energy, according to Dr. Nicholas Hexam. Question 7. This band, who is named after the caption on a child's drawing, had a hit in 2001 with The Middle.
Jotham.
Jotham Gotham.
Jimmy Eat World.
That's correct. Jimmy Eat World. Everybody very somber at the invocation of Jimmy Eat World.
It's a solid song.
Not too bad, not too bad. Question 8. These two examples. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay.
Start over,
These
man.
two phrases are examples of what? Roses by the stairs. Surprises let me know she cares.
Jotham.
Jotham, go.
No.
Wait, Blink 182? Were you saying the band?
No, those things
They're
that I mentioned, they're
examples.
examples of what?
Oh, let me know she cares. Wait.
That's what I just said. Someone else could
Oh.
ring in at this point. I feel like
Say it
Catherine
ain't
was
so.
making. Catherine,
Sure.
were you-
Catherine,
Catherine was making noises that she. You're in, Catherine. Go.
all the small things.
Those are all
I
the
would have
small
gotten
things.
there after like 2 minutes.
Those aren't
After
all.
every recitation of all the lyrics.
Yeah, I would have gotten there.
Those are just two examples, two small things. Those aren't all the small things, but those are two small examples, two regular examples of small things.
Moving on.
Question 9. This hit by a pair of superstars featured a sample by the Chi-Lites' Are You My Woman? Tell Me So. And also, the two superstars are Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Oof.
What's the question again?
What's the
What's the
song
song?
that samples the Chi-Lites' Are You My Woman? And also the song, if that's not enough of a hint, the song is by Beyonce and Jay-Z.
New York.
No.
That's Empire. Wait, is that Empire State of Mind?
I believe what
Just naming cities.
Jotham is roughly referring to.
Chicago.
No, I forgot I had audio clips of all these. So
what the fuck?
We're looking for
Eight questions in.
Crazy in Love. Crazy
Yeah.
in Love with
I've heard that song
horn
before.
hook. That's from the Shy Lights. Okay, we're getting
Oh,
in there.
that's where that's from.
The Shy Lights? Are you treating me like I'm stupid? I can't tell. I wish I could tell when people were calling me stupid. Question 9. He had a song. You're looking for the artist name here. He had a song called "The Remedy" and wore a fedora.
Oh, Corin.
Yes, Corin.
Eagle Eye Cherry? No. Fuck.
Catherine, go. You're about to say it.
Jason Mraz?
That's right.
Eagle Eye Cherry was saved tonight.
That's
is there,
right.
Is there a question about that?
That song rules.
Is Eagle Eye
yeah.
Cherry?
Tomorrow I'll be gone.
Is Eagle Eye Cherry Don Cherry's son?
Sister of brother of Nana Cherry.
Nana Cherry.
Yeah. Buffalo Stance.
Buffalo Stance.
Jared should get a point for that.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, throw me a bone.
Yeah.
I'll give him one of those half points.
Just pulled Buffalo Stance out of my ass.
I'm with him.
According to my calculations, right now, Catherine is winning 2.5 to Corin's 2. Jotham has 1.5, and Jared has a half point. All right.
I love this game.
We just have
game.
three more questions left. Number 11. John Mayer crooned to you that your body is a what?
Corin.
Jared.
Wonderland.
That's right. Your body is.
God, we all couldn't wait for that one.
Unfortunately.
My lag got me. I was there first.
I'm pretty sure I was there first.
All right, guys, come on. Come on, take it easy. We can deal with this maturely. Question 12. This Jock Jam by Blur has a non-specific title.
Oh, fuck.
Jared, go.
Song number 2.
Song 2, that's right. All right,
The
Jared,
only-
oh my gosh.
Didn't I send you guys that with Mario doing the Wahoos recently? Did I send that to you guys?
Wait,
was that just my brother?
So you send some type of video of song 2, but all the
That
Yahoos.
song, but Mario. He was spliced in every time.
Catherine, thank you very much for being here. I apologize for the level of the discourse here.
I love it.
Question 13.
Like this is
Yeah,
different
you're above
than
this.
every other week.
That's the only tool I have in my box is that I have to act like I have nothing to do with what else is going on the show. Right now, we have one question left. Catherine and Jared both tied 2.5. Corin with 2. This could be anybody's game. Question 13. This singer-songwriter alleges that she would walk 1,000 miles if she could just see you tonight.
Oh, Jared. Oh, I'm going to get this wrong.
Jared, go.
Never mind.
Alanis
That's not right.
Morissette.
Catherine.
Michelle Branch.
I can't believe the things you say.
Unfortunately, no.
It's not Alanis Morissette.
No.
No, it's not.
I was going to say Sophie B. Hawkins, but I know that's not right.
Too
I
late.
know who it is. But I can't.
I don't know who it is. I can't steal this
She
one.
may have
She
been
only had this one.
Is
She
it
only had this.
Jewel?
No.
Vanessa Carlton.
That's it.
Whoa!
Catherine
That's
Kelly
it.
Making
Larson.
my way downtown.
Thanks for giving me a second chance.
Absolutely. As
We're
the
all about
guest,
second
you're entitled
chances.
to all the chances that you need. Catherine takes the trivia, 3.5 to everything else. Catherine, congratulations. This has to be huge for you.
It is.
Well, that has been trivia. Do you guys want to get into the news?
Hell yeah.
I have news.
Okay, let's.
I have news.
Okay, no one was accusing you. Okay, let's. Jared, can you start with it?
Oh, okay.
No,
the
I'm-
U.S. Army.
Hold on. I meant when it happens.
Okay.
We're live.
News.
The U.S. Army has shown off augmented reality goggles for combat dogs designed to let them receive orders at a distance. The technology...
Hold on. Just that headline has like 6 things that I need unpacked. But okay. I want you to walk through it a little slower.
Okay. You want me to reread it?
Yes, please.
Okay. The U.S. Army has shown off augmented reality goggles for combat dogs designed to let them receive orders at a distance.
So the dogs are wearing goggles.
Wearing goggles that have some kind of built-in display, a la Google Glass or something like that.
Why are the dogs receiving orders through goggles and not something in their ears?
Or their eyes?
They have integrated integrated earpieces as well.
Are they barks?
Well, I think... Okay, the idea of a dog wearing goggles is obviously a lot of fun. We all have fun looking at a dog in sunglasses, etc. But the idea of combat dogs is very distasteful to me. The idea that these dogs are being commandeered against their will to dress up like it's Rainbow Six or something. They're going to be like wearing
every dog
like
is commandeered against its will.
Hey, maybe they're into it. Maybe they're into it like the feet fish, you know?
I think, Corin, you just said a mouthful. Every dog is commandeered against their will.
Yeah.
So
you want to see an aberration to God and nature? Look at that thing.
Oh, pig.
It should not exist. It's not its fault.
That's
I think Pig.
We did that.
Her name is Pig.
Some AR glasses, some AR goggles.
So are they being trained to respond to visual cues?
Yeah, visual cues that they can put in the goggles, and audio cues from their handler, who is somewhere else.
Yeah, in the rear with the gear, while the dog goes up front.
Yeah, they should leave that shit to the robots.
I agree with that 100%. That's my whole point. Don't.
Yeah.
You're breaking new ground. That's what I'm saying. Leave these dogs alone. Although you did point out, all dogs are conscripted into service for humans. No dog has ever like truly consented to any of these, right? To any relationship with a person.
This is like a millennia long slave trade. That is a depressing thing I just said, and I don't want to stick around on it. Can we move on?
Catherine, you're just sitting there looking sadder and sadder by the second. Do you have any thoughts on dog combat? The name of your project is Dogjoy.
Yeah, I love dogs.
Yeah, we all love. I mean, we're dog lovers here.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up, but at the same time, I guess necessary. I interviewed the chief of police in St. Pete once about the canine unit, and it seemed like there was a lot of respect. They didn't just like throw them in just bomb sniffing and shit. They just kind of like trained them, and they like lived with them, and they were part of their family and stuff. But at the same time, like, it kind of sucks.
At the same time, they are still tools.
Yeah.
Of the establishment man, and the establishment is Plastic Man.
Plastic Man?
I think that may have been the realest we've ever gotten on the show. For the most part, I steer clear of controversial topics because I feel like even if my heart is in the right place, I am such a bad spokesperson for justice that maybe I should just keep my fucking mouth shut and just like maybe point to someone who knows it better. So yeah, Jared, bad story. I guess that's what I was coming down to say.
We're here to lower the bar.
I was just kidding. Corin, what's in the news with you?
I'll raise the bar.
Sure.
Demonic desecration. Archbishop orders to burn an altar after a priest allegedly held orgy with dominatrixes there. So the sex between a Catholic priest and 2 dominatrixes, which allegedly happened in an altar in Louisiana church, was nothing short of demonic desecration, an archbishop has ruled. Archbishop Gregory Amond of New Orleans ordered the removal and burning of the altar of St. Peter's and Paul Roman Catholic Church in Pearl River, Louisiana. The move was in response to a sex scandal involving the now former priest of the church who was arrested on charges of obscenity last week. He was allegedly caught filming himself having sex with 2 women described as dominatrixes.
Dominatrices. Like, it would be like vertices, right?
Dominatrices?
Yeah, like CES at the end. Dominatrices.
Yeah, like what you learn in algebra.
Yeah, matrices.
Yeah.
Oh, Catherine said, 25 years ago, you should have had this down.
Yeah, smart guy. Get your dominatrices right.
In order.
You're embarrassing yourself.
So the church is destroying them ritualistically? That's not weird.
Yeah, he says it's clearly the desecration of the altar in the church was demonic. I am infuriated by his actions. So, yeah, I think I don't know who's worse here.
It's not. It doesn't strike me as being demonic, but it's gross. Like, other people have to use that altar. I think is what it comes down to. The basic thing is just decency and cleanliness. Hygienic worries are what I have.
Well, there's nobody said he wasn't going to clean up afterward.
Sorry,
he was
Catherine,
just filming.
go ahead.
Somebody else had a comment. I'm sorry.
I just don't get it because it's almost like that was maybe like his long con for like becoming a priest.
to do this.
Yeah,
one
to
thing.
do that.
It all came to
It
that
doesn't
point.
make sense.
Yeah.
Apparently he was busted too from like just somebody walking by the church from the outside, and they saw he had a full setup for the film.
He had a lot
set.
of lights.
Yeah, and somebody peeked in to see what was going on and caught a glimpse.
So all
Get all
that,
the
and
candles going.
he didn't think to put up some curtains and lock the door. Like, obviously, like having it open to the public was part of maybe the thrill of it.
Well, you can't put curtains. You want the stained glass to come through.
I guess like the stained glass effect is going to be huge if you're making a video.
Yeah.
So was it during the day? Because at night that's not going to work.
Yes, it was during the day.
Jonathan brings. Oh wow, that does not seem like a daytime activity.
You say demonic, and I'm thinking like middle of the night.
Yeah.
No, this archbishop
Are there
doesn't
day
know what
demons?
they don't know demonic from pornographic.
Yeah,
They
there's
need to-
obviously a division. All
Like
right, so,
algebra.
can we be finished? Jotham,
Well,
what?
that's a good segue into mine.
Oh.
The U.S.-based Society of Vertebrate Paleontology held its annual meeting virtually this year due to the pandemic, but soon found its audience stifled when they tried to use particular words. So at the end of the presentations, the attendees, it was like a chat function, and it came with a prepackaged naughty word filter. So these paleontologists, they had a lot of words that they would talk about, like, all right, so here, let me just tell you, here are the words that were blocked. Damn, hell, ball, stroke, pubis, wang. Wang is someone's last name, by the way. This guy's
Agreed.
name...
Bone was also a
the surname
paleontologist.
Wang, but Johnson was not blocked. But also jerk, knob, stroke, stream, erection, dike, crack, and enlargement. And these are all how do you say that word?
Paleontological.
Thank you. Words.
Redemption.
So like as they found each word, yeah, nice. They would unblock it. Like they'd have to contact IT and get it cleared to be in the chat or whatever.
Yeah, that sounds very difficult to get through a conference without being able to use the word bone. Like if you're talking about dinosaur digs.
Bones.
Dinosaurs are famous for their bones.
And
Stream was another word that was blocked.
Yes.
So yeah, I feel like the person who made this list has issues.
Yeah, it's
Like,
definitely
it's more.
It's little glimpse into their life, into their kinks,
Of what bothers them.
or what they're into.
Yeah, what hot and bothers them.
Yeah, it's like, obviously we can't talk about chocolate sundaes because that's the most sexual thing there is. That's the person who's making this up. It's like they're revealing all of their predilection.
We can't talk about those nasty fish.
We were talking earlier about do you remember the fish that would do pedicures by like chewing off like the dead skin from your feet?
What?
Do you remember this, Catherine? Okay, the way I described it made it sound like the fish were doing the pedicures, like, standing
their
over the
little
person.
fins.
What I mean is, There was a type of fish that came to prominence a few years back, 10 years, 15 years back was this, where people would go to these places, put their feet in water, and there would be like a whole school, a flurry of these little fish that would eat dead skin off of their feet. And it was like they would call it like the fish pedicure or something like that. And I for some reason, I feel like I've heard that it became illegal because of FDA restrictions or something. This is completely new to you. You've never heard of this, Catherine?
I have the species of fish right here.
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
It's called the red gara, also known as the doctor fish or nibble fish.
And can they still be used? Can they still be used in the United States legally for pedicures?
There's a tab on its Wikipedia entry called "Relationship with Humans."
See?
Personal life.
In 2006, Dr. Fish Spa Resorts opened in Turkey, Japan, Croatia, where the fish are used to clean. The fish are used to clean bathers at the spa.
They're used to clean what?
Bathers at the in the spas.
Okay. What took Corin out so completely?
I think Dr. Fish Spa
Checking on his feet fish.
But yeah, their entire facility is completely dedicated to just these fish pedicures. All right, can we get it together enough to find out the history of their legality within the United States?
The Animal Rights Organization, that's PETA. They definitely had a problem with it. Okay. It doesn't say about the legality.
So it remains.
I'm gonna just type in feet fish legal.
Just see if
Illegal feet fish.
I wonder
they do some real fucked up shit.
if it's still something that can be done legally. I wonder if there are any local outlets for it. If there are any spas
Are you
where you can get that done. I mean, I'm just
At least
interested.
14 states, including Texas and Florida, have outlawed them.
Florida.
Okay, so not here. I gotta go across state lines.
Feet fish legal. It worked.
Can't believe he did that.
Welcome
right.
to Dr. Fish's illegal foot spa.
SEO.
That wasn't the name of the place, by the way. It just those were just the chain of words that happened to be right there. There is no Dr. Fish. There's no character. There's not a chain of spas with Dr. Fish as the mascot.
Dr. Fish really got me.
So I guess that's been the news. So we're going to take one more quick break and then we'll come back and wrap things up. Is that good with everybody?
Yep.
All right, we'll be right back. And now we're listening to, when we come back, I'll mention that we are currently listening to Seam Ripper from Dogjoy. This is Grand National Championships on the internet. We are joined right now by not only Catherine of Dogjoy, but also Jasmine of Dogjoy. Hello, how do you do?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. Really enjoy the album.
Thank you.
And also really enjoyed that Fake Nudes album from earlier this year.
Yeah.
We've played it on the show, and we're all fans.
Yeah. Thank you.
So how have you been of late, Jasmine?
I've been good. Just been working on lots of music.
Yeah. What other musical projects do you have in the hopper? You are a prolific musician.
Well, we're gonna be working on a few fake nude songs in the incoming weeks. We have a live stream that we're doing with Daddy Cool on Halloween at 8 with Ephemeral.
Ephemera Black, is that Ricky's thing?
Yeah.
Ricky from Reality Asylum solo project. Excellent.
Yeah.
So you're going to be live performing at Daddy Cool, or are you streaming under the banner?
We're streaming.
But I mean, you're
streaming.
But you're going to be
Daddy
at the
Cool.
shop. Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So we're doing that, but then after that, we're going to start working on some new stuff. And then me and the Article 47 boys got together for the first time in a long time.
Wow,
that's a name you haven't heard in a while. I can tell.
Yeah, that's going back. So how's that been going?
That was it. It was just like one night that they're in town. Like we recorded a bunch of instrumentals, and one night or a night and a day. And we just got to it, and then we wrote a bunch of songs to those instrumentals. So we've been working on that, and are in the mastering stages of that.
Out of sight.
And then Drew and I have worked on a few songs as well.
Sonic Graffiti stuff?
It's just stuff that Drew and I have worked on together. We release it under Selectric.
Oh, right on.
Or like on the internet, I think it's under Soapbox and Sonic Graffiti, because it's all just like digital windows now. So, just might as well combine the.
And is sorry to cut you off. Is Drew is he residing on the West Coast currently?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
have you've been collaborating remotely with him?
Yeah. Yeah, we do a lot of stuff over the internet. Lots of notes, and the same with Stephen and Paul. With the Article Boys, we've been doing a lot over the internet as well.
Right on. Any stupendous and joyous things going on in your life besides music?
Just been hanging out. Been having a good time working on the music. It's never like a bad time.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I feel almost silly when I ask people like, "What have you been doing? How have you been doing?" I feel like it's almost like too like aggressive a question to ask because some people are obviously having some real hard times, and it's tough to like find your sometimes your creative mojo in the midst of all this.
Yeah, just been trying to keep busy, and but then I'm in a lot of like mixing stages for a lot of things, so that's just a whole different mindset.
Right on.
But there's lots of work to be done, I guess.
Yeah, it seems like it. You managed to keep a lot of things on your plate. And a lot of plates in the air. So you keep things on your plate and then you spin the plates.
It's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. Now, guys, we want to talk about the playlist that we're doing for the show this week. I did ask Catherine to send over a playlist with a few joints on it. And Catherine, tell me, what is it that you put on your list? And is there any particular reason behind any of them? Just songs you've been moving to lately?
Yeah, actually, it started kind of different than it ended up. It started off like the same bands, but the more upbeat or faster favorites from them. Like I was going to do Lipstick Destroyer from Tobacco, and then I was also going to do Odessa from Caribou. But then I started adding, and I was like, you know what? I feel like everybody puts those songs on playlists because they're so badass. So then I kind of like shifted gears, and I've been really digging the new Caribou album a lot. I think it's beautiful, and the opening track just like super gets me every time. So put that on there, and then included the Donna Summer song because it's such a pivotal and important song, kind of like bridging electronic music in the mainstream, and like it happened when disco was alive, and like on one of the most recent like Daft Punk albums, you hear the guy who co-wrote that song, Giorgio. He's from Berlin. He talks about it. And so that was really cool. That was like the first time I'd ever heard someone actually talk about that track and how important it was, how they like set the ARP of the synthesizer as a metronome, and then they had to record 20-second clips of it because it would go out of tune, which was so rad. And that song is so awesome. And I was actually reading up about it more today, and I didn't know that Donna Summers had moved to Berlin to be in a production of Hair.
Oh,
and
really?
so that's where he was and the other co-songwriter, and they kind of brought her in to sing on it. And it ended up being that amazing song that's just like this really cool bridge between like music worlds. And so I just appreciate that history a lot of that song. And then Tangerine Dream was a song that band that Jasmine like introduced me to. They've got like 6 million albums, and they're all synthesizer epic, incredible journeys. We fall asleep to it a lot, all their albums, and through falling asleep to them many times, I realized that my favorite album was this one called Quantum Gate, Quantum Key, and that is one of my favorite songs off that album. Jasmine has different favorites. She likes the early stuff from the 80s.
I remember they did a soundtrack for a James Caan movie. He was like a jewel thief.
Yeah.
They did though. I don't remember the name of that movie.
It's called Thief.
Yeah, they've done a lot.
Thief called Jewel Thief.
Maybe. A lot of soundtracks. And then Cherry Blossom Girl is just like, I don't know, one of my favorite songs. And also Crystal Castle's Untrust Us is one of my top 3 favorite songs of all time. I don't know, my favorite songs.
Right on. No, a nice sampling. And yeah, thank you very much for submitting those.
Thanks for asking me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I appreciate the music history on the Donna Summer song.
Yeah. So cool.
Corin, your selections for the playlist this week?
I did. So it was Indigenous Peoples Day on the 13th. So I did all like Indigenous artists or bands that feature Indigenous artists. I kind of like the band has Robbie Robertson, so I like snuck that one in. But like I have Link Ray and I have Redbone, the band, Tribe Called Red, Mata Wayui, who we've heard on the show before, and then I went with just one traditional group, which is Pemua, which is a oh Jesus, my dog just jumped down. But they're a Yupik band. They've had like 3 or 4 different albums. They do traditional and kind of more modern stuff.
Fusion,
really
any fusion?
Yeah, they do some fusion stuff, but this was like a traditional song. But it's like it's like a Yupik party song. Like people gather around and sing and dance it together. And,
throw their damn hands up.
Throw their damn hands up. Yeah.
Has anyone seen the Link Ray documentary?
Rumble? No, I have not watched it yet.
Rumble? Yeah. Haven't seen him.
All right. So
we'll watch soon.
Got status on everybody's Link Ray documentary watching. Corin, what's on your list this week?
You mean Jotham?
Did I say Corin to Jotham? Fuck, man. Jotham.
Listen, Dad. Quit mixing us up.
Played. It happens a lot.
Every
Played
time.
some hip hop. Sorry, with some Denzel Curry, Danny Brown, and Death Grips. Added some Minimal Man. I've been listening to Minimal Man a lot this week. I had never listened to him. I'd heard the name. I'm really enjoying that. Devo, Microphones, Yusef Jerusalem, Sonic Youth covering The Carpenters, Suicide, and Androgynous by The Replacements.
Okay. Acceptable.
Nice.
But
I'm trying to think of any
You can stay
follow-up
on the
questions.
show.
I don't have anything good. Is anything on your list brand new? I know you were going in deep on a lot of new releases of late.
none of these songs have come out. No, well, the newest would be Denzel Curry last year, so no.
Okay, I apologize for embarrassing you in front of everybody with that question.
That was terrible.
Corin number 3 over there. Jared, what's on your list?
I've been listening to a lot of like funk and R&B recently, and all things related. So I got some Marvin Gaye, Funkadelic. Been listening to Maggot Brain a lot lately, like the album. And
Wait.
Oh, nice! Look at that. There's a Funkadelic shirt on here.
Some David McCallum. The song "The Edge," which is sampled by Dre and Snoop Dogg on their famous hit from the late '90s. The Next Episode. A song by David Axelrod called "Holy Thursday," which is this awesome long instrumental. "Your Skull Is Red" by Team Sleep, which is one of the 2 songs that Team Sleep did that has Zach Hill on drums from Hella and Death Grips. So it's like pretty much the best song. And Dysrhythmia, because they're my favorite instrumental rock band.
All right, gave good reasons for everything. Your playlist is approved. Everyone's playlist
because
is
I
approved.
like them, and I've been listening to them recently a whole bunch. That's why.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like I said, my questions are as dumb as like, how has it been staying in your house for 7 months?
Why do you like music?
Thumbs up or thumbs down on art? All right, so I've got
Do
some
we need it?
art. Is it sometimes too beautiful? There's some brand new Autiker out. There's a new album called Sign, and it's really nice. It's actually got some pretty like kind of like melody and chords and stuff going on, which is kind of a change for recent Autiker. There's some Thume, listening to some Thume. Song called Supernatural by Obnox, which is the drummer from the hell. God damn, I can't remember the band he was in before. Some Koriki, which is Ian Mackay's, and what's her name? Amy Farina? Is that her? And it's basically the Evens, but with Joe Lally from Fugazi in the band as well. Some Beauty Pill, some Death Valley Girls, some Model Homes, some Lithics, some French Vanilla, and some Square Pusher. All newish stuff. I think almost all 2020 releases. I've finally started listening to stuff that's come out this year because it's.
And you thought I was too.
I thought for some reason I thought that you were still in that mode, and it's like when you're on, I'm off. We're the odd couple.
Sure.
Well, I think that's going to do it for us. Catherine, Jasmine, I want to thank you guys very much for taking part in the show. We really appreciate it. And again, I want to tell you that I'll speak for myself. I really enjoy Sober Nights, the new Dogjoy release.
Thanks, guys.
Is that officially out as of now? What is the official release date?
In 4 days.
4 days, right on.
10/20.
10/20. Check it out. Dogjoy, Sober Nights, and any other explosive, incendiary things that you'd like to talk about, you'd like to mention before we go?
I closed my thumb in my car door today.
Oh no!
Oh,
How serious? Did you have to go to the doctor?
Oof.
Ew. Is that going to affect
I
your
don't know
mood?
if that was quite the news you were waiting for, but that's definitely explosive.
Your health is my number one concern, Catherine.
And someone was watching me, so I had to completely play it off like it was no big deal. I put my thumb in the door and shut the door, and Then I tried to pull it out, but I couldn't pull it out because it was in the door. That was the big thing that happened to me today.
Now, Catherine, are you like me in the sense that if someone did see you like losing your cool, that would bother you more than the thumb injury?
Yeah.
What's our problem?
Most people are like that, right?
Really? Is everybody here like that too?
I think so, but there's a famous story about Alistair that like sums him up pretty perfectly. Where you were driving at night and you like did something dumb and like veered out of your lane and like you were close to death, but your first thought was how embarrassing.
Well, I shouted.
You shouted it.
I shouted how embarrassing. I wasn't driving though. Someone else was driving. I don't think I would have said it if I were alone. But yeah, we were skidding and we went up on someone's lawn and I shouted how embarrassing. Yeah.
Just so that they knew that you knew that it was embarrassing.
Yeah. If we don't make it through this, you've embarrassed me. All right. Well, sorry. And did I cut you off from any other final thoughts that you wanted to share?
I don't know. Do you have anything?
Just a reminder, 10:31 at 8 p.m. You're going to be doing the streaming show from Daddy Cool, Jasmine?
Yeah. Pleasure is playing Halloween too afterwards.
Wait, at Daddy Cool?
No, at the Ben's parking lot.
Oh, really? Okay, so Pleasure show on Halloween at the Ben's.
Yeah.
Out of sight.
Outside.
Mask up.
Mask up, baby.
Mask up. Wear a mask. Well, thank you guys ever so much. We really appreciate it. Again, Dogjoy, Sober Nights. You'll see that coming out in 3 days after this show is published. That's going to do it for us. So for Corin Atchison, Jotham Fady, and Jared McLeod, and our friends Catherine and Jasmine, thank you ever so much. I'm Alistair St. Hill. Everybody have a great day. Bye.